Hey guys, it's Tom here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I have a special guest. It's Todd. You may have seen him on the channel before. He does a lot of our shop content. He's been following the Fox Body Mustang build that we've been doing, and we just got so much going on right now that I wanted to start to introduce Todd on some of these walk around videos as well. He's going to tackle a couple of them potentially. So we're going to do a normal walk around like we do on all the other stuff, but me and Todd might discuss a couple of things, give you some anecdotes, that side of things as we go. So the first thing we like to touch on, of course, is the paint color. And I mentioned a minute ago, this color is called Wimbledon White. It is a popular color from us. It is a flat gloss color, it's not a metallic. And actually, Todd, I don't know what you think, it's not really a white. It's so popular on Ford product, but it's not actually white, is it?
It's just enough of an off-white with a little bit of a cream to it. So it's not as crisp as, let's say, an Oxford white that we do, but it's a little bit softer.
Right.
Tom, you're uniquely qualified to tell us maybe where Wimbledon White came from.
Right.
Since you are from England.
Yeah, a really classic Ford color for sure. Obviously Wimbledon being the tennis tournament, and I think white, it was a pun, it was a play on the fact that, of course, everybody at Wimbledon wears white. It's kind of the given thing when you're playing tennis. It was an original Ford color, but it wasn't originally on Bronco, I don't think. And
no.
It was in, there was a Wimbledon white something in Goldfinger in James Bond.
I'm going to have to go back and look at that.
Yeah, I think there was, you guys can, I'm sure people
I thought
in the
I knew
comments
all
know.
the vehicles, but maybe not.
Yeah, I think it was in there somewhere. I think that was when it was first revealed.
Well, you'll have to let us know in the comments whether or not we're right.
Anyway, it's a gorgeous color. It's very, very classic. It looks fantastic. Front of the truck is next. Obviously, a couple of key things here in this first generation Bronco front end. Chrome front bumper, chrome headlight surrounds. You've obviously got the Ford badging on the front of the grille as well. And for this truck, we went with the Holly Retro Brights. I really like these.
Yeah, they retain more of a classic look that's a little more period correct while still giving you the LED functionality and visibility. And you don't have kind of that projector look that you may have seen in some of the other headlights that we've used in the past. So we've really enjoyed switching to these.
Yeah, they look great and they work great. Like Todd said, they're a really nice product. Anyway, that's the front end of this truck. Simple, but looks great. Side of the vehicle next, like the chrome front bumpers on this one, we do have the chrome bullet hole style wheels. We have the chrome side mirrors, chrome door handles, and chrome Bronco badging, which is nice.
Yeah, this is a true authentic original VIN classic Bronco. So with that, we can go with the classic Bronco logos on the side.
That's right. One thing that's not classic is the roll cage. This isn't the original roll cage. This is a custom roll cage that we make in-house. We do have a couple of options for this. We have the 4-point, which is what you're looking at here, as well as a 6-point cage, which is larger. Now, I don't know what you think, Todd. I like the 4-point in this configuration. What are your thoughts?
I like them both. It really depends on what you're looking for. This gives you a much more open air feel versus the 6-point's going to carry all the way back. This is a bikini top versus the 6-point's going to have a safari top that's going to continue back. So if you're carrying a lot of passengers, the 6-point may be good for you, but if you really enjoy the open air feel that a classic Bronco brings, this is probably a good configuration.
I like the 4-point with the classic colors. I think it looks great. When we go into some of the more modern colors, the darker colors,
Fair point.
The grays, stuff like that, I think the 6-point works better, but you do sacrifice that very classic Bronco look.
Yeah,
this for me is the original
side
profile.
Just that open air is, you just can't beat it.
Onto the back of the vehicle now. Not tons to talk about here. Like the front, we've got a chrome rear bumper, chrome tailgate handle, and I'll drop this down really quickly just so you can see the load area. Raptor lining on the underside and the top side, anywhere that's not painted. This is nice. Noise, heat, vibration, rust protection, scratches, chips, gives you all of that good stuff. Lots of people think that customers just like park these in the garage and just don't use them. So when I talk about, you can take this to the beach, people are like, there ain't nobody taking it to the beach. There are people that take these trucks to the beach every weekend.
They take them to the beach, they take them to the grocery store, they take their kids to school. You'd be surprised that our Broncos get used. And the reason for that is we build them to be able to use them. And this Raptor liner is actually a really big bonus to that.
Yeah, it's something that where if you haven't built a lot of these trucks and seen a lot of them and understand how people are going to use them, you might just paint this gloss, which would look cool until you start throwing stuff in the back of it and you scratch the mess out of it. And,
coolers, beach chairs, sunbrellas, and so this is definitely adds a durability to the back that you're not going to get in something that specifically if it was just a painted tailgate.
We're going to talk about the internal mechanisms and some of the features here in a second, but quickly, we've got Todd to jump in. Todd, how tall are you?
6'3".
6'3", right? A lot of people ask us, hey, what does this feel like for somebody that's taller? Is it able to fit me? And actually, this truck doesn't even have our seat relocation kit. We offer a seat relocation kit as well, but you're pretty comfortable in that, right?
Yeah, it's very comfortable. I love the tilt steering wheel we have in this, so it makes it pretty easy wherever your hand configuration is. You feel like you want to drive, whether it's on the top, on the sides, or on the bottom. The tilt steering wheels, plenty of leg room, plenty of armrest room. So yeah, this is actually a pretty comfortable truck to drive, considering the size.
Behind that steering wheel, really cool piece of technology over this side is going to be the Dakota Digital Dash. So that's a old looking but new functioning instrument cluster. It has all the speed on the outside, things like that, but then in the middle you can see lighting up. There's actually a little screen there as well that will give you live miles per hour, and you can cycle that thing. I tend to have live miles per hour on there.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean, you can go fast in these trucks, so you got to be careful what you're doing.
Yes.
But you can have fuel pressure and temperatures and things like that on that screen as well. One final thing to mention is these windows. They look like classic windows. They look like they could be manual regulators, but actually, when you pull them up, they come up, push down, they push down, and you can control the passenger side from the driver's side as well by double dipping that. So it's a really cool feature, something that not a lot of people even realize we do. It looks really old, but works like new. Give you a view from the passenger side then, so you can see the interior in a little bit more detail. Obviously the seats are a full back seat. They do have a headrest, they have side bolsters, lower bolsters. They're really comfortable. This is the classic stitch pattern. We have a couple of different options, but in this color, with this exterior color, the classic looks great. In the middle, we've got a locking cubby box with an armrest on top. Really nice, it's cushioned, but main feature there is it's actually affixed to the bottom of the vehicle. So that is secure, you can lock it down, it's not going anywhere. Audio system in this one, it's a Bluetooth head unit, so brand new Bluetooth audio, powering a Focal speaker system. I love the Focal speakers, what do you think?
I really enjoy them too. They've been a big name for a long time. I've been in car audio for decades, and I've seen them used in a lot of high-end builds. And so when you have them in a truck like this, it really elevates the sound.
Yeah, I'm always surprised, honestly, how good these sound, given that there's no top. Another cool thing in this truck is going to be brand new AC. So you've got a full vintage air AC system in there, nice and powerful, easy to control, easy to use.
These vents blow extremely strong. And so whenever you're working in an open air environment like this, having something that's powerful to be able to get the AC back to you keeps you very cool whenever you're driving, really no matter what the weather.
Yeah, nice. There's a couple of other things there, Todd, on the dash that you might want to walk through.
Yeah, so the LED lights that we have on the front, these are automatic headlights. They will turn on whenever it gets dark. That's something that you're used to in your modern day car. We've integrated that into the Velocity trucks, and also an auto dimming rear view mirror, which is a really nice addition that helps whenever you're driving at night, someone's behind you, comes up, this thing is going to dim. So again, just bringing that modern drivability that you're used to in some of your other vehicles and putting it into a classic vehicle in a very low key way.
Yeah, simple thing. I mean, I didn't even think, I don't know when the last time I actually turned my headlights on my truck is, because it's all automatic nowadays. It just knows, doesn't it? So it's nice that we have that in there. Yeah. All right, let's get under the hood of this thing and actually talk about what makes this machine tick, which of course the first thing is going to be the engine. So if you watched these videos before, you will know this is a third generation Coyote V8. It produces about 460 horsepower. Really nice crate engine, brand new, comes from Ford. We get asked a lot, I'm sure you've seen this on Instagram, people like that, hey, is this a true new engine? Of course the answer is.
Yes, absolutely. It's a crate engine, comes straight from Ford Performance, and with all the bolt-ons and the custom tuning we do, this thing absolutely screams, particularly in a vehicle as small as this.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds, and I'm glad you mentioned like the extra things that we do. Custom serpentine system in this one, lots of fittings and fixtures to make this engine bay look as OE as possible. Just super clean, easy to work on, and like you said, this thing goes fast. You know, 70, 80 plus on the highway. You can really drive these things like you would a modern truck and some. Yeah.
Well, without trying, I'll say.
Yeah, without trying.
Not that we've done that, but
no, you got to be a bit careful. Yeah. The engine is coupled to a 10-speed automatic transmission in this. We do offer a manual, but most of the time we're going to do the 10-speed. It's the 10R80. It comes as part of the package with the Coyote, and again, quick shifting gearbox, really nice. I actually like it because it's not jumpy, if that makes sense, like lower in the gears when you're just going around town and stuff. It's really nice and smooth.
Very smooth. It's very easy to come off of traffic lights. It's very easy to come to a stop. It's much more efficient than the 6-speeds. I'm a manual fan, so give me that third pedal. But truthfully, when you drive this thing, and when most of our customers drive it, after they drive it and they've experienced just the drivability, I guess is lack of a better term, it is a much better driving experience because it's so smooth and efficient.
Yeah, really nice. And of course, both of these things are serviceable really at any Ford dealer. So you can easily maintain this truck, easily service locally. You do have disc brakes all around this. They are hydro boosted. They're a Willwood system, lots of stopping power, exactly what you would expect when you're going up to this level of performance. You want to be able to stop safely, quickly, so that's really nice. Underneath this truck, we do have the original frame that's been fully restored. Of course, you do have the option to go to a brand new Roadster Shop chassis as well with us. Really, there isn't tons in terms of a difference in driving characteristics. The VR frame is a little bit stiffer, and obviously the construction is different. Some people do want to know that everything underneath has been brand new, but there are certain benefits to keeping the original. It does mean that the vehicle can be registered in all states. It doesn't have to go through special construction. There's various things to consider there.
And we meticulously restore this frame, so it's not like we take it and we leave certain pieces on. It's torn down in its entirety, every last nut and bolt. It's completely powder coated from top to bottom and then reassembled by hand in a manner that is consistent with the type of build that you would see in something like this.
Right, and of course, everything that we've talked about, driveline, all the way through to the paint, the stuff on the inside, the electronics, all of it is covered by our 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranty as well. So you got that peace of mind. You know, when you're driving this thing, you don't want to have to be worrying about if something does go wrong. Where am I going to take it? What am I going to do? Am I covered? You're fully covered with us, and we've got a network of about 80, 90 certified shops around the country that are approved to actually work on our vehicles too. So if there was a problem, we got you covered.
Yep, we stand behind these things 100%, which is not something that you see a lot in the classic industry. It's very hard to build these.
If you're a smaller shop, I can get it would be hard, you know, because if you're not like have a big network, and you know, there's lots of benefits, I'm sure, to working for a smaller shop potentially. But for us, our customers, they do just like knowing they got the support of that network there. So big plus in that regard. So we've talked around this truck. I think we've covered most of it. It's been really fun. Would it go in your garage, do you think?
Yes, absolutely. This is something that I would stick in my garage and I would take to the beach almost weekly.
Yeah, it's super nice. It is available. It's ready to go. It's here in the showroom. It's part of our summer inventory. So you could drive this thing away today. If you've got any more questions, as always, leave a comment down below. If you're on social media, hit us up. Todd actually runs all of our social media, so he'd be the one that will get back to you if you do have any questions there. And then if you're on the website, give us a phone call. The sales team would be happy to have a chat through this Bronco or anything else we've got with you. We'll see you on the next one.